AM 1300 WMEL.
WMEL is broadcasting live from the Melbourne Arts Festival all weekend long. Stop by the WMEL booth to meet all your favorite hosts, including Ed Dean, Garen Conan, Glenn McGuffey, Alan and Elisa Caveras, Lillian McDermott, Donna Anselmo, Joe Steckler, John Moore, Alan Zlotowski, Nancy Kenny, Jim Votro, Tom Sokolov, Sita McGee and Ellen Little, Laureen Trent, and Jacques on the Block. Visit the WMEL broadcast booth on New Haven Avenue, just west of the railroad tracks, all weekend long at the Melbourne Arts Festival. AM 1300 WMEL is talking to you. The views expressed on the following program are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and are not necessarily those of WMEL staff, management, or advertisers.
This is Joe Steckler, folks. We're broadcasting live for the Melbourne Arts Festival in downtown Melbourne. WMEL has been doing this for a number of years, and I'm just very, very pleased and very, very proud to even be here to continue doing this show, to support John, the team effort at WMEL, and how we support the local community. For years, John has helped, and WMEL has helped all those on the Space and Treasure Coast, and it's events like this that bring us home to the public, and which makes us really part of the public. I normally do my show at the station every Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. It's the purpose of the show is called Helping Seniors, and our job is to educate, inform, and connect seniors and those that care for seniors with resources. Now, to make all this happen, make it all possible, we need sponsors. We need people to help us. And I'm going to just list a list of sponsors, because if you want to call our office, and get your pencil and paper ready, because you might want to write some of these phone numbers down. Our office number is 473-7770, and you talk to Kay Kaiser, our information specialist, and Kay will help you get connected to resources that you need to help take care of your loved ones, your friends, family, or neighbors. But these are the supporting forces, folks, and you see that these are people that are connected to seniors. Gentiva Home Health Care, the Eye Institute, Solid Bite Dental Implants, Bill Johnson, Elder Law Attorney. Bill is one of the very few attorneys in the county that are board certified to do the job of helping seniors with planning, estate planning. That's extremely important. This radio station, WMEL, has been in our corner since 1993. When John and I first did the old radio shows to support the Alzheimer's Foundation and a car raffle. Wusthof Hospital Systems, Levin Home Care, Ren Care, which is a medical alert program. And folks, those of you that are living at home, live alone, you need that emergency button system, because if you fall, you have a problem, you need to be able to get help immediately. And Ren Care is one of the very, very best in the United States. And they've got a medicine tray alert system. So if somebody that needs to take the medication forgets to take the medication, they're contacted by the call office. And I think the call office is either in Nebraska or Pennsylvania. Anyway, it's not in Florida. But it's a super, super program. Also, Atlantic Shores Rehabilitation in Titusville, one of the very, very best rehabilitation places. And The Social, which is a brand new adult day health care, licensed to serve 78 people. It's at 5200 Babcock Street on the intersection of Babcock Street and Malabar Road. And Bob Weather, the new owner there, he told me, he said, Joe, I want this place to be a little bit different. I want it to be something that seniors will really want to come to. And he showed me the bar. I was tempted to ask him what he served at the bar, but I didn't. Later, when I had him on a TV show, I said, what do you serve at that bar? He said, a beer or a glass of wine. I said, are you licensed to do that? He said, Joe, if I just give it to them as a friendly thing to end the day before they go home, it doesn't require a license. And I include it in their fee. That's fantastic, folks. That shows planning. But we move on. We also have Senior Scene Magazine. Senior Scene Magazine is throughout Brevard County. I think I have some 200 locations where they distribute this free magazine. We have a column in there right now. There's a senior advocacy survey in the magazine. And I invite you to get a copy of Senior Scene Magazine or go to our website, helpingseniors.brevard.org. helpingseniors.brevard.org. Pull up the Senior Advocacy Survey and take it. It's 10 questions, takes you about a minute. to fill out the survey. And the purpose for doing it, folks, is that Brevard County is the 24th oldest county in the United States in terms of the number of people over the age of 65. However, we do not have an aging plan in place. It's not written. And I know this because I served as the chair of the commission for 3 years before I stepped down. An aging plan is needed. Just like getting ready for this show today. I've got 10 things I want to talk about. I got a half hour. I'll never get to all of them, but if I keep focused on the list, I'll get to most of them, and I'll get to the things I think are most important for you all to know. But moving along, our Senior Scene magazine, Hometown News. We have a monthly column in Hometown News, Spotlight magazine, Seniors Helping Seniors, The Fountains of Melbourne. Beth Courtney of the Braswell Courtney team, it's a financial advisor team, Kenneman Chiropractic, Canadian Meds of Melbourne, Wiedemann Malik Attorneys, and Vitas Hospital. And the last TV show I did was with Mrs. Goldfarb. And Mrs. Goldfarb is a graduate of the Harvard Law School, and she has a new program called Peaceful Beach Meditation. And what that is designed to do is to help seniors and older people get together and talk before you get into a divorce court. She tries to help solve the problems of people. So those are the sponsors. They're important people. Look and see our website and get a copy of the Senior Scene survey. It's extremely important. Now, I'd also like to encourage those of you that are not here at the Melbourne Arts Festival today, think about coming down tomorrow. I've had a stroke a year ago, so I'm not walking that well. I use a rollator, and I started using a rollator to push my way through the crowd down there. And this place is packed, folks. I looked at some of the booths and some of the artists exhibiting and the other things in the booth. They're great. There's all kinds of people here that have something that you might want as a gift or give to somebody else. I'm not promoting artists. I'm promoting you having a good time and coming down and being part of something that is fun. I look around and watch the people here going by the booth. There's all kinds of people. They're fanning themselves. It's hot down here. They're shaking hands. They're taking our brochures off the table. But they're just looking. They're talking. They're having fun. And that's the purpose of a festival. Designed for you to have fun. Now, having gone over all that, I told you what Seniors is. I got over our sponsor list, and I talked to you about why this is important. But let me tell you about something why I think that helping seniors is important. And one of the best ways I can bring that home to you is to read something. Here's an email I got from a lady that said, quote, "Your article in Hometown News on the 20th of February really hit home. The past 3 years, I've been a caregiver for my husband, who passed away on 8/20/14, and then my mom, who is now 97. She has a broken leg and cannot do anything for herself. She has a few friends, and I ask so I can go grocery shopping. But when I start to explore options, there's always a block. She has limited resources. She's resistant, but I'm getting so worn out it's hard to function. She needs a professional, not a volunteer. As her needs are hands-on, she is becoming more and more frail. I am at a loss. Your article hit the nail on the home. Thank you." And it's signed by the person. We had another one. A man had his wife, he's 69 years old, has Alzheimer's, and she has a Medicaid card. That means she's qualified for Medicaid care, folks. But she was getting a runaround. Right now we have 55,000 people on the Medicaid waiting list in the state of Florida, and the governor's put enough money, new money in the budget to remove a whopping 400 people off of that Medicaid waiting list. That's unconscionable. You as a voter need to know more about what is not happening. And if that's me being political, then I guess just caring about somebody who is not getting help is political. And that's, to me, if that's political, that's an important political. But people, we have so many things, folks, in Brevard County. We have wonderful programs. We have Aging Matters. We have the Alzheimer's Foundation. We have 211. We have all these things. But Do they really know what seniors want and seniors need? Now, so far, the results from our survey indicate these are the 10 most common needs expressed by the over 300 people that have responded to our survey. Number one, affordable housing. We had a lady came in the office that had been on a Section 8 housing waiting list for 8 years. 8 years. That's wrong. Transportation, companion service, hands-on care, grab bars, ramps and railings to let people get into their house. And I had a submarine sailor, 23 years in the Navy, had his leg amputated, and still he didn't have the clamps out of his leg. And the way he was getting inside and out of his house was to slide up and down the steps on his rear end. That's the honest-to-God truth. He now has a ramp. He called us, told us what had happened. We made some phone calls. That's what Kay Kaiser does. She's an information specialist. She connects people to Aging Matters, to 211, to services like Gentiva Home Care, Levin Health Care. If people need dentures and things like that, we help them. Now, dentures is a really rough spot, but we find that there are so many needs that people have that we have to figure out a way to get help to it. We had a gentleman that really couldn't eat because he couldn't keep his teeth in. His dentures no longer fit. We found a dentist that would make the dentures for him at a very, very moderate fee, and our board chipped in and bought the dentures for the man. Now, we can't do that for everybody in Brevard County, and you know we can't. It doesn't make sense that we could do it. But if we put an endowment in place like we're working on, we can take a portion of that endowment off every year to help people that can't get help because it's not paid for by state or local funded programs. That's the beauty of having a local organization that can do these things. So that's why we need to know facts, folks. If you don't know what's wrong, if you didn't know that there's only enough money put into the governor's budget, new money now, to take 400 people off of a waiting list of 55,000, you wouldn't even be concerned about it. You wouldn't know about it. Sadly, too often our legislators don't know this either. So that's one of the things we do at Helping Seniors. We do our very best to help people understand what it is that seniors and others that care for seniors need. That's extremely important. But we do this through a radio show, a television show, and our columns in Senior Scene Magazine, Spotlight Magazine, Hometown News. Our television shows are shown on Bright House Channel 199 and Channel 49, and they're on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you call our office number at 473-7770, Kay will give you the times for all these shows. And if you go to our website, you'll see under our media program that all of the shows that we do on radio and television are archived and available for your use. And let's say you have a relative that lives in New York, and you're trying to explain to the New York relative about certain assisted living facilities or home care outfits here in Brevard County and why it's necessary that they help you fund that for your mother and your father. If you call them, tell them about our website, they can go to our website, pull up the show on hospice, pull up a show on assisted living, pull up a show on nursing care, almost anything. You can pull this up and get information because we're on worldwide YouTube. We're on Spotlight, Twitter, Facebook, worldwide YouTube. All our shows, radio, TV, are archived on the website. And that's extremely important. We also believe that Brevard County, Florida, needs to do a better job of taking care of its seniors. And the only way we can really do that is if we have a plan, a written plan approved by the county commissioners to devote some part of our assets to helping people do this. Right now, 44.6% of the tax dollar that is collected on an annual basis from all of us homeowners goes to children's education, and not 1 cent is programmed in the budget for seniors. Now, think about that. That's not right. And folks, if you think I'm reading from a prepared script, I'm not. I'm talking to you from 10 talking points I have listed on a piece of paper. But I think more of you that are listening to me talk today need to be better informed about what it is that I'm talking to you about. So our task then becomes one of getting people motivated and excited about doing something about changing a status quo. And if we don't do something about changing a status quo, we are not going to change a thing at all. But it's needed. It's needed to do a better job of funding. We need to do more about getting people to the help and care that they need. And that's one of the tasks that Helping Seniors has taken on. We have a wonderful board. In fact, the owner of the radio station, John Harper, is the vice chair of our board of directors. And in fact, he's down here someplace today, but he's not. We got 5 minutes to go, folks, so I'm going to have to talk pretty fast. But I'll keep talking, and I'll keep telling you about what's going on down here at the festival. I'm delighted also that it has decided not to rain, because with the crowd they have here and the amount of art and stuff that's exposed here in the elements, it would be a criminal shame to have the crowd have to leave this place, because it's a beautiful festival. In fact, just a short period of time that I've walked through it, and I've been going to these things since 1989. That's right, 1989. This is about as good as any of them. The problem we have, folks, is that some of the artists that all of us grow accustomed to, people like, I'm trying to think of Peter, I'll think of it in a minute, but Ben Essenberg, Jim Roberts, who does the Goya Taku, which is actually rolling a fish's side onto a piece of paper, and having it come out, and you see the actual fish. To silver jewelry, to gold wire jewelry, things. There's something here for everybody, young, old. In fact, we even have a children's art section, which it challenges the children to draw and to paint. It's interesting. It's fun. And I tried to attach the same semblance of importance to what work we do at the Brevard Alzheimer's. I did that when I was there. I said the wrong thing. I should have said Helping Seniors. But I'll go back to the Brevard Alzheimer's Foundation. They have a daycare there, folks. They do take care of people. It's a wonderful organization, because the staff there does help care for people that need care, that can't get care anyplace else. And I see the guy that's going to come in behind me, taking a show. He's standing there, rubbing his chin. Now he's giving a signal that says, "I'm not ready quite to take over. I got 3 minutes to go." Yeah, okay, Joe. You see, we have fun doing this. I walk by and I watch the crowd going by. It's impossible to talk to you and talk to the crowd at the same time, but it's fun to try to do. I really would encourage you to go to our website, helpingseniors@brevard.org. Take a look at the information that's there. I have several testimonials on there. We have over 100 television shows archived, same with radio shows, magazine articles. We believe that information and education is both knowledge and power. If we have some of the best programs to care for seniors here in Brevard County, then you, our listeners, have a right to know about those programs. And what better way can we do about getting those programs out to you? If you got a pencil and paper, I'll give you the times for our radio and TV shows. The radio show is broadcast every Thursday at 1 p.m. on radio station AM 1300, that's WMEL. Our TV shows, of course, are archived on our website, helpingseniors.brevard.org. And then every Wednesday morning at 8:30 a.m. and on Friday morning at 8 a.m., our television shows are played on Channel 199. Then on Monday evening at 7 p.m., Tuesday at 6:30 p.m., and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. That's again, Monday 7 p.m., Tuesday 6:30 p.m., Thursday 7:30 p.m., you see a television show. I encourage you to talk to us. WMEL is talk radio. That's the purpose of talk radio. It's a two-way communication. If we know what you think, if we know what you want, if we know what you need, we can do a better job of planning for all that we need to do to assist you so that you have a better chance to care for those you love and to care for those that you need. And you'd be very, very surprised, people, if you knew about all the ways you can work to help people. And the last thing I talk about is the fact there is a Medicaid office here over on Sarno Road, and the number for that Medicaid office is this, 373-0824, 373-0824. We're out of time, folks. I want to thank you for listening to me. It's been a privilege for me, Joe Steckler, to bring you this section of a half-hour broadcast from the Melbourne Arts Festival. I want to thank John for having me. Have a great weekend, and come out and see us here tomorrow. And the next panelist is John Moore. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.